So I think that the main question on a lot of hiring managers' lips are, okay, well, it's great, I've got the top end talent. How do I keep it in my company for X amount of years? I think it's something that we've seen a lot of struggle with, certainly after the COVID. There's quite a bit of high turnover. But I think that now the freight industry is starting to return to normality. People are looking for that stability. So in your view, from your experience and what you've seen, how do you feel that companies could benefit from retaining?
I think it's going to be more of a challenge this year. I think with the uncertainty that the freight industry's had in the last couple of years, people are less likely to want to make that career jump. I think now it's starting to level out, and you're seeing more hiring managers reaching out to us and saying, do you have candidates with this background and this background? It is going to be harder to retain that talent because the grass may actually be greener on the other side now. So there are options, what you can do. There's always going to be your standards, pay people more money because there is always more money out there. But I think like we spoke about previously, that hybrid model, maybe giving people that option to work a hybrid schedule if they've got the capabilities to do that at home. The benefits, things like that, making the employees happy is always a big one. And if you've got a positive culture and people are already in the office, then they look forward to work. If you've got a negative culture and you're thinking every morning, I've got to go to work again today, you're more likely to leave. And it's about building that culture. And you can do that without having to spend loads of money. I think we're seeing a lot more now with the freight forwarding companies where you're seeing pizza brought in and like trays of Tex-Mex food and things like that. And it doesn't cost a fortune to bring it in, but all your employees are there chatting to each other, having those conversations and just chatting, laughing. You're seeing these photos coming up and it looks good for your company if you're putting socials on like that, I think.
Yeah, 100%. I think that the main thing is just listening to your employees, actually finding out what they want, not assuming what they want. I mean, having a pizza party and Tex-Mex in the office is great for, well, I think everybody loves a bit of that. But I think actually listening and thinking, okay, well, what does this person need? If they're the top person in my office, if they're my top salesperson, what do they want long-term growth? How can we achieve that as a company? Yeah. Can we offer it? If not, you've probably got to get planning for a succession plan where you're going to have to look to replace that person. But I think that people's desires change and it is quite topical. As we've mentioned multiple times, in COVID, everybody wanted a hybrid or remote role. I think that most recently it is that stability in quite an unstable market. People want to know that they have got a job for X amount of years and they can stay there and grow within the company. And it's just key advice for us from me is just speak to your employees.
Yeah, and I think always have that conversation. If you're thinking that it's the time to leave, have a conversation with your manager, tell them what you're not enjoying, and if you don't see anything change, then make the jump. It's clearly not going to change if you've had that conversation, and that will naturally lead on to if you make the move and you get counter-offered, that's probably too late. So I'd always say that if you're thinking about a counter-offer, then it's come too late. If you've had the conversation before you're thinking about having these conversations and looking to move, then something can be made and something can be changed. Whereas if it's a last resort counter-offer, it's unlikely to get better from that point, but you'll just be getting paid a little bit more.
100%. The amount of candidates that I've dealt with that we've worked with, they've accepted a counter offer, they've stayed with the company, and then 3 months later down the line when nothing has changed, they've come back and said, is that position still open, is crazy. And I think that yes, the immediate gratification with an increase in salary is great for a lot of people, but you've just got to think, is it for me long term? Is what my main problem is going to change at all?
Yeah, you can always fix any problems with an easy conversation. So yeah, we'd always recommend taking that.
100%. Awesome.